Hi, and welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
Today we want to just make a little video called Give It a Second Chance. And we are sitting at Lake Roberrts on the Johnson branch. And one of the things that is clear to us, and we're not sure is clear to you, is that when we make a video at a park, that's usually the only time we talk to you about that park. That does not mean that's the only time we go to that park.
Goodness, no. I think of like Mineral Wells.
One of our favorites. And we go there at least once, usually twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year.
Purtis Creek.
Gorgeous
Mission
park.
Tejas.
Yeah. So there are a number of these parks that we go back and revisit. But the reason we're talking about it at this particular park is because when we came here in spring break of 18, it was our first time here, and we were on the other side. There are 2 different parts of this state park on opposite sides of the lake. We were there at spring break. It was fine. We had a good time. There are tons of paved trails. It was fine, but it wasn't something that stood out to us, something we planned to go back to. In the course of moving, leaving the Metroplex, I was located in Mansfield, which
I was in Burleson.
They're both very popular places right now and really, really hot. And so my realtor had told me when we put it on the market, you're going to have showings. And so with that in mind, we decided we'll just go on and take a little trip so the house will be available. Had 30 showings that weekend, and so we were glad we weren't there.
Yes, having to get the dogs out, so it made more sense to
And
leave.
so we said, well, we have a 95-year-old aunt that lives in Denton, and we try to get up to see her pretty often, and decided we'll go back out to Ray Roberts. It's close to Denton, and we'll just stay in the other part.
Sure.
That was the last time we were here. And so we got to this branch, and we really love it.
We looked at it again, and
We gave it a second look, and we have a really different impression of this particular campground. And another thing about giving it a second look is when we were here before, based on the map and the pictures we could see online, we chose what we thought was the best site. And it was great, but we got some evening sun. And so it was late June.
Yes.
And that was pretty hot. Right now we're in August, and I'll just give
It's
you
even hotter.
give you a brief look at the site we have. But while we were here, we chose one that had full shade. And so, as you can see, this is the morning, and so evening we're not going to be getting any sun. And we've got a full canopy of trees up here. And so that was a huge advantage to giving it a second look. Is that first look, you do the best you can online choosing a site, but then when you're there, you can go back around, look at it again, choose that site that you think might be perfect.
And even for sites that we don't think we'll visit again, even for campgrounds we're not sure we'll visit again, we try to go around and pick out, if I came back here, this is a great site.
I cannot tell you how many times, and we didn't mean to get off on this part, but we have a little book that we keep in our truck where we write down what site we were in, and we reference those other sites. And so even like Mineral Wells we go to often, but because we visit so many other parks, it's hard to, what was that site number? And we're looking at a map thinking, I think I know what it is, but we get the book out, oh yeah, it is this one.
Yes.
And so that's a handy thing to have. But we're blessed, we live in Texas, there are 96 state parks. Not all of those have camping or RV camping, but we have a lot of choices.
Yes, we do.
And still we choose those that we go back to over and over again. But for those of you who don't have quite as many choices, maybe you went to one place and you just were like, not my favorite, try a different camping loop. Try a different area. Try a different time of year or different time of the week. And you may have a different impression of that park.
Yes.
Those are our thoughts. I hope maybe it can help you out. Thanks for watching.
two tired teachers.